In League of Legends, Korea set the global standard. The region everyone looked to for elite strategy, mechanical precision, and still today defined excellence. But in Mobile Legends Bang Bang, a new powerhouse has surfaced that plays the same role on the world stage. Could the Philippines be MLBB's Korea? The region where every pro team fears them and every fan watches for the newest meta, the craziest plays, and the legacy-defining champions. Philippines isn't just good. It's rewriting the global MLBB playbook with unmatched consistency and dominance that no one saw coming. Welcome back to Mobile Legends News. We're diving deep into a bold idea. The Philippines isn't just a top region in MLBB. It might be the benchmark everyone measures themselves against. From World Championships to SEA Games Gold, Filipino teams have not just competed, they've reigned supreme atop the biggest stages for years. But what makes the Philippines the true heartbeat of competitive Mobile Legends? Stay tuned as we break down dominance, consistency, and the influence this region holds over the entire MLBB world. When people talk about the Philippines' dominance in MLBB, it's important to understand that this success didn't come from a single golden generation or one unstoppable roster. What we're seeing is the result of a system that has been refined over years. A competitive ecosystem that consistently produces world-class teams regardless of patch changes, roster swaps, or shifting metas. This is why the comparison to Korea in League of Legends keeps coming up. Because just like Korea, the Philippines didn't accidentally become great, it was built. At the heart of this dominance is MPL Philippines, widely regarded as the most competitive regional league in MLBB today. Since its establishment in 2018, MPLPH has evolved into a pressure cooker of elite competitions. Every regular season match feels like a playoff series, and even teams at the bottom of the standings are capable of upsetting championship contenders. This level of internal competition forces players to constantly adapt, refine their mechanics, and deepen their macro understanding just to survive the season. By the time Filipino teams reach international tournaments, they're already conditioned to play under stress, something many other regions only experience on the world stage. What separates MPLPH from other regions isn't just talent at the top, but depth across the league. There is no free win team. Drafting mistakes get punished immediately, sloppy rotations don't go unchallenged, and weak macro concepts are exposed week after week. This creates an environment where teams are forced to master fundamentals like objective trading, lane pressure, vision control, and late game discipline. Over time, this raises the regional baseline so high that even international champions from other regions struggle to keep up with the pace and precision Filipino teams bring. That professional excellence is supported by an incredibly active grassroots and development pipeline. Long before players reach MPL, many of them grind through community tournaments, rank ladders, and the Mobile Legends Development League or MDL Philippines. MDL acts as the bridge between casual competition and the professional scene, giving young players structured exposure to tournament play, team communication, and high-level drafting concepts. This means new talent enters the MPL already familiar with competitive discipline rather than learning everything from scratch. And the reason for all of this is because MLBB is deeply ingrained in Filipino gaming culture. The talent pool is massive. Mobile Legends is accessible, runs on affordable devices, and is played across cities, provinces, and rural areas alike. Millions of players grow up learning hero matchups, timing rotations instinctively, and understanding teamfight dynamics simply through sheer volume of games. This creates a natural filter where the most skilled and disciplined players rise organically, while the competitive ecosystem ensures they're constantly tested against equally hungry opponents. Another massive factor behind the Philippine success is coaching and strategic development. Filipino teams invest heavily in analytical preparation, coaching staff, and structured scrim systems. Coaches in MPLPH aren't just motivational figures, they're tacticians who break down opponents' tendencies, optimize drafts, and refine macro decision-making. Over the years, Filipino teams have become known for disciplined rotations, clean, objective setups, and adaptable drafting that can shift priorities mid-series depending on the opponent and patch. This coaching structure doesn't exist in isolation. Analysts, casters, content creators, and even fans actively discuss strategies, hero priority shifts, and meta trends online. This creates a feedback loop where ideas spread rapidly, are tested in competition, and then refined again. When one Filipino team innovates, the rest of the league quickly adapts, which accelerates overall regional growth. It's one of the reasons Filipino teams rarely look outdated on the international stage. They evolve too quickly to fall behind. And of course, the most undeniable proof of the Philippine status as MLBB's benchmark region comes from international results. The M Series World Championship is the highest level of competition in Mobile Legends. And for 6 consecutive editions, the trophy has gone home to the Philippines. Different organizations, different rosters, different playstyles. Yet the results stay the same. That kind of consistency isn't luck. It's the evidence of a system that produces winners regardless of which logo they play under. What makes this dynasty even more impressive is that Filipino teams don't just win. They influence how the game is played globally. Draft priorities introduced by PH teams often become standard in later tournaments. Macro concepts refined in MPL PH regularly show up in international metas months later. Other regions don't just try to beat Filipino teams, they try to copy them. That's a defining trait of a benchmark region. The impact goes beyond trophies too. Filipino players and coaches are increasingly sought after by international organizations, further spreading their influence. When teams import Filipino talent, they're not just getting mechanical skill, they're importing discipline, game sense, and strategic understanding shaped by years in the most competitive MLBB environment in the world. This export effect reinforces the Philippines' role as the center of competitive innovation in MLBB. And finally, the role of the community cannot be ignored. Fan engagement in the Philippines is unmatched. MPLPH broadcasts draw massive viewership. Social media discussions are constant, and players grow up idolizing pro teams the same way traditional sports fans idolize athletes. That passion creates pressure, but it also creates resilience. Filipino players learn early how to perform under scrutiny, how to bounce back from losses, and how to thrive when expectations are high. Skills that are invaluable on the world stage. And when you put all of this together, the ruthless competitiveness of MPLPH, the deep grassroots pipeline, the analytical coaching culture, the consistent international dominance, and the unmatched community support, it becomes clear why the Philippines is often called MLBB's Korea. This isn't just a region that wins championships. It's a region that defines standards, sets trends, and forces the rest of the world to evolve just to keep up. But for me, the real reason why the Philippines keeps winning across patches, across metas, across entirely different rosters is because the ecosystem itself is built to regenerate excellence. When one championship team falls apart, another rises. When a star player retires or transfers, 2 more are already waiting in the pipeline. That's not a coincidence. That's sustainability. If you look closely at the M Series dynasty, you'll notice a pattern. Different organizations, different cores, and even different playstyles have all lifted the trophy. Some teams won through hyper-disciplined macro and objective control. Others dominated with aggressive tempo and mechanical pressure. Yet the results stayed consistent. And that tells us something important. The strength of the Philippines isn't locked into one formula. It's adaptable, flexible, and resilient. This is exactly how elite esports regions are built. The competitive pressure within MPL Philippines is so intense that players are forced to evolve or disappear. Scrims are brutal, drafts are punished instantly, and weaknesses don't play hidden for long. That internal competition sharpens players faster than international tournaments ever could. So by the time Filipino teams face the world, they've already survived the hardest battlefield, which is their own region. What truly separates the Philippines from other strong MLBB regions is that success doesn't reset the system. It reinforces it. championships inspire new players. New players flood to the grassroots scene. Development leagues filter talent upward, coaches refine systems, analysts push innovation, and the cycle continues. This is why calling the Philippines MLBB's Korea isn't about hype. It's about structure. Korea in League of Legends wasn't dominant because of one team like SKT alone. It was dominant because the entire region raised the standard. The Philippines is doing the same thing in MLBB, and you can see it in real time. So, does the Korea of MLBB label fit the Philippines? In many ways, yes. The consistency, the international dominance, and the influence over how the game is played all mirror what Korea achieved in League of Legends. However, MLBB is still a younger esport with a more regionally concentrated scene, meaning the gap isn't permanent or unbeatable. The Philippines isn't invincible, but right now, it is the standard everyone else is chasing. Now, I want to hear from you. Do you agree that the Philippines is truly the Korea of MLBB, or do you think another region is catching up faster than we realize? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to watch our next video where we compare the top MLBB regions around the world head to head. Till next time.